And we are back. As I said in the ending of the previous episode, this is a continuation. We'll just be finishing up everything in the Scarlet Mansion, helping Remilia with her sister, and helping Pachi, and getting to know more about Remilia. And after that, the episode will continue as usual. And so our journey into Gensokyo continues.
Well, I think we'll visit Flounder first, and then after that visit Kane. I'm actually really curious. Maybe it's worth doing a solo playthrough of this game, like just the emissary. No other teammates, no companions, just by myself. Kind of want to see how that goes. That's gonna be a lot of grinding though. A lot of grinding, because it's not super hard, but it's not too easy with 4 members as it is. Hey Sakura. So in the end, this was all a misunderstanding. I would normally apologize, but as you already pointed out, you broke into the mansion without permission. Wait, is that the key of the basement? Yes, Miss Scarlet asked me to try spending some time with her sister. Well, since you're someone who's protected from our world, you might be able to go see her. Still, be prepared for quite a shock when you meet her. She doesn't fully understand the concept of humans being food for her. Food? Did she eat humans in the past? Yes, she's been served food with humans being an ingredient, but I'm not sure if she fully understands that. Will she try to eat me? No, I believe she'll want to play with you, but she doesn't grasp the fragility of humans. If she attacks me, should I avoid fighting her? No, do not hesitate to fight back. She likes to play games, and Danmaku Battles is a game she enjoys. Could it be that she's... I have no authority on judging her behavior with her mental faculties. Just be patient and nice to her, and perhaps she'll be able to like you since you're not as fragile as a normal human. Very well. Thank you, Miss Sakya. I strongly appreciate your help. I'm more concerned about the well-being of the mistress and her younger sister. Take good care of her. I will, and I'll do my best to help your mistress. As long as you don't cause any problems, you are free to visit the mansion, but remember that since Miss Scarlet has accepted you as a guest, those who work in the mansion will treat you as an intruder. So what you're saying is, random encounters are still a thing. Great. I guess I can never take a break. We're in one relationship point with Sakura. Let's see if we can talk to Emilia again. What is it? I'm rather busy right now. If you need anything, go talk to Sakura. You're still not a guest in this mansion, so don't come to complain if you get attacked. I think someone lost a few keys in the mansion. I think some might be in the basement. Why are you still here? You're in the room of a lady by whom you haven't been invited from. You're still here? I know it's unusual for a man to visit the mansion, let alone have a chance to witness my irresistible beauty, but that doesn't mean you can do as you please. Alright, you're getting rather annoying. What do you want? Are you a kid? You're so small. Kinda wanna choose that. Okay, let's see what happens. Are you a kid? You're so small. Can you repeat that? I'm not so sure that was a smart thing to say. Was it something about me being small and possibly a child? Look at the time, I think I need to go. See ya, Miss Scarlet. I was kidding, Scarlet, I was kidding. Haha, very funny. Now stop for a moment so I can make a joke of my own. You can use those wings to fly? Oh, milady, Mr. Kurai, are you playing? I sure hope so. You better stop or else you'll hit that wall. Ouch. Now look, Miss Emilia, you're not small and you're not a smart child. You're simply the most beautiful woman that I gazed upon. Good. At least you'll have something good to remember when I'm done making my joke. Oh dear goodness, is that your fangs? Mommy. Well, I guess we'll need to go buy a few vases from the village tomorrow. I'm still alive. I guess she spared me because I'm the emissary, otherwise I'd probably be dead by now. She's probably furious at me. We're already feeling better now that she beat the living crap out of me. Lost 2 relationship points with Amelia. 1 HP, 0 SP. Worth it. I mean, like I said in the previous episode, if I had to choose a waifu, it would be Sanae. Although Remilia is up there, but I think I'll want to build my relationship score with Sanae more than anyone. I can't really understand how it happened, but I can't find my pocket watch. It was in my pocket, but I just can't find it anywhere. I looked at all the places I cleaned, but there's nothing. If you explore the mansion and find it, please bring it back to me. Oh, it also has a lid, but before I lost the pocket watch, it got separated from it, and I've been looking for it too. If you ever bring them back to me, I'll find some way to reward you. I'll keep looking, but I'd truly appreciate if you could look around as well. Oh, it's you again. Do I still look small? No, milady. Not at all. You look perfect. Good. I assume you have other things to do. I suggest you go take care of them right away. Yes, Miss Scarlet. Right away, Miss Scarlet. So before we meet Florande, I thought we could check on Mei Ling. Hey. Sakuya told me about everything that happened. I'm sorry about thinking that you were really an evil person. I was told to allow you to enter the mansion, but to remind you that you are still not a guest. On the other hand, Misaki has given me a note from the mistress saying that I was allowed to join you on your quest to keep you under surveillance. Misaki told me to join you only if I wanted, and I do admit that joining you would be fine. Going away from the mansion would be a welcome change. You owe me for what you've done when entering the mansion. Let me join you. Interesting. She is very strong and she does have a point. More or less, I suppose. Well, can you leave me some time to decide, please? Well, if you insist. Just be quick about it, got it? Good. There you are. You finally made up your mind, right? Yes. Yeah, you're right, Mei Ling. I do owe you, and I can imagine that guarding the gate can be boring. Does that mean... Of course you can come along, Mei Ling. Your help would be most welcome. Great, thank you, Kodai. Still, I'll truly keep an eye on you, but I don't really think there's much to worry about. I doubt that a nice guy like you would want to hurt anyone. Well, at least someone that works for the mansion is willing to trust me more easily. I bet befriending her will be possible, and she'll surely be a fun companion to have. Thanks, Mei Ling. I definitely have no intention to bring harm on anyone. Well, as long as you're careful about that, it's fine. But do something to hurt an innocent and you will get a special invitation from my fist. I guess she has a sense of justice. Not really a problem, I suppose. That'll keep me in check. Mei Ling, join your party. Well, okay then, let's finally head into the basement. How strange, I don't see anyone in here. I guess I don't need to worry about being attacked. Still, I feel incredibly unsafe. Is she even more fearsome than Remilia? I mean, Remilia can control fate. That's pretty fearsome. I would think that, Remilia is more powerful than Florande. Although Florande is very scary. No, it's more books. A book about techniques to fall asleep quickly and comfortably. It's a series of musical notes, but the book has been vandalized. Most of it is just re, mi, and fa with a L in between. Okay. There's a drawing of a key with the library written under it. Wait, that's not a drawing. It really is a key. A library key. A book with photos in it, but they've been torn out and damaged too much to figure out what's on them. It's book speaks of a cat that caused a flood by causing rain to fall during a long period of time. Apparently, a few unusual yokai came to exist even though they came far away from Japan. Apparently, vampires can go out in broad daylight if they bring a parasol along. Really? This book is about books that come from a library. Such a redundant book. There's a little bit of history about the Scarlet Mansion written in the book. It was built shortly after the arrival of the Scarlet Sisters. A photo of a cute winged person that destroys a meteorite. Right, is that Remilia near the girl? Don't tell me that this is Remilia's sister. No, probably is. A picture of a cat pushing a wheelbarrow with corpses inside of it. Quite disturbing, I must say. That's, Odin. A book called The Adventures of Flan, which follows the adventures of Flan, a living Flan. A mathematical formula to calculate impossibility. The result is impossibly impossible to possibly comprehend. What? A photo of the Scarlet Mansion with some people in front of it. A picture of a blonde person has been put on it. A hint book that mentions that treasures are sometime right next to where the search has started. Sometimes. A book about failure sometime being the only option. Sometimes. A book about humanity and how secretive they've sometimes been through history. A map of the mansion. There's an area lower than the basement? There's a lock attached to this book. I can't open it and I think it would be wise to leave it be. What do we have here? It seems to be a sort of journal, but it's so messy that it's hard to read. That entry is quite recent and it's not too hard to understand. Sakuya brought me lots of snacks today. While serving me, she told me that a mean person was coming to the mansion. I said I'd help, but she told me that the person is too dangerous. That makes me sad because that person would surely be fun to play with if they're that dangerous. Sis told me not to get involved though, so I won't. That must be related to the whole Mr. Understanding. Oh, what is that? The entry from a few weeks ago is quite intriguing. Sis told me that she received a visit from a strange woman that wished her assistance and that she agreed to it because she'd get to have fun with a person related to what happened to us in the past. No way. Could it be that this was truly planned all along? Damn. If the last entry is that recent, her sister might be unaware that Remilia figured out I'm not who she wants. Maybe I should leave before things go sour. Still, I need to go talk with Remilia about this. Hello. Who's there? Was that you, Sakuya? Uh-oh. I mean, I would have gone to Remilia anyway. Would have tried looking for her. The voice sounds innocent, but something is unsettling about it. Ah, I see. It must be you, Patchouli. Reading a book again. Hehe. You're not Sakuya or Patchouli. Let alone my big sister. Who are you? I'm Kura, and I was sent by your sister to play with you. Oh, she did? You're a human, are you? I hope you're strong like those two I've met before. You want to battle? Right away? Even though we just met? Yes, I love that Nankubatas. Humans are more fun to play with, but they tend to blow up before we get started. I'm not too good at eating them either, since there's nothing left of them after. Is that so? What was your name again? I don't remember if your sister mentioned it. I'm Flandre. Nice to meet you, Kura. Can we start playing now? It's been a while since Patchouli or anyone came to play with me. Very well, Flandre. Let's play. Hey, just you and me, right? Alone? Will I be alright? Fine, if that's what you want, we'll do it that way. Do your best. My sister sent you to play with me. I hope you can last more than a normal human. I think I'm just going to want to defend. Fuck. But actually, you know what? No. I thought that Magatama I had was supposed to prevent knockout. Ouch, damn. This is what it's like losing a Danmaku battle? I can't believe I'm still in one piece. You're fast, but still slow compared to me when I get serious. She wasn't serious when we started. She's so powerful. Still, played with humans before and you're the first one who didn't break after losing. Wait, now that I think of it, you've killed humans before? Well, I do need to eat, right? I'm a vampire. I just wish I didn't cause them to explode by accident, before I could enjoy my meal. Sis is much better at this than I am. This little one has killed several people? What of Emilia? Is she a cold-blooded killer? Oh, is that so? Are the humans Emilia takes blood from still alive afterwards? Yes, since she doesn't drink that much. She's still pretty clumsy though. She spilled a lot of it on her robe. What happens to humans after she's done? I don't really know. Sagia tells me that some flees to the village. I asked her what happens to the others and she just tells me that they disappear. This is worthy of investigation. If they kill a lot of people, I must find a way to stop them. Bandere is so strong, though I don't know what I could do in the first place. Still, Bandere doesn't seem mean. She acts like a cheerful child. Maybe if she was allowed to go out and start getting more used to being a normal vampire. Well, that was fun. You should play whenever you come. Not as good as Raymond and Marisa, but you'll get better. Alright, Bandere. I'll come whenever I can. We can have a chat or do other things if you wish. Okay, you're so fun. I'll have to thank my sister for allowing me to get a new friend. I wonder if these vampires can stand sunlight. I should go see Emilia. I think I need to have a talk with your sister. Okay, be nice with her too, okay? Well, alright, Bandere. I'll be nice to Emilia. Who knows? We might all play together sometime. Oh, well, I doubt this, but that would be great. Yep, I'll go see her right away. See you later, Flandre. See ya. Sis must really like you or trust you if she sent you to play with me. I wonder, is it possible to beat her? Like if you grind a lot, like a lot. But yeah, I kinda wanna experiment on that maybe when I do a solo playthrough. Like a playthrough of just me, and no companions whatsoever. Anyway, let's get that pocket watch, and then let's go visit Emilia. Oh, it's you, Kodai. I wish you had the courtesy of knocking on the door before coming unannounced. Ah, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry about that. I'll remember to do it next time. That would be a wise decision. You won't have another chance. Now, what is the reason for this visit? I hope you have a good reason. I did as you said earlier. I went to play with Flandre. She seemed to enjoy my company after we had a Danmaku match. Seemed... You don't look in good shape. Now you know how strong a vampire is. Still, the fact that you're in one piece fully proves that you're an emissary. I believe you could be of more use after all. Miss Emilia, I've heard that you drank the blood of some humans and that some disappeared. Care to explain? I see that you've been asking questions. What would you do if I said I had no plan of telling you? I'd have to wonder why you'd do that. It's not like I can do anything against you. Besides, I have no desire to stir any trouble anyway. On top of that, I gave my word to Flandre that I would be nice. Is that so? It would appear that Flandre really has a liking for you if she asks such a thing. Still, while it's true that I do drink the blood of humans, what you heard happened a while ago. Why did Flandre talk about it then? She hasn't left the mansion for a very long time. The humans that disappeared were served as food to her. However, she never ate a human before, so she just blew them up and there was nothing left. As a result, I had Sakia make food that looks normal so she could serve them to Flandre. That's rather disturbing to say the least. Well, you're a human, but if you were a yokai or vampire, you would think a different way. Still, this is the past. Nowadays, if a human falls under my grasp, I will just use them as a drink and let them go. No? No more killing? I suppose there's a few exceptions such as those who manage to anger me. I see. They are used as food for Flandre. Indeed, but I tend to prefer using outsiders to satisfy my thirst. That way I don't get into trouble with anyone. Well, it's good to know that this sort of thing has changed. Still, why is Flandre not allowed to leave? I'll leave it to you to figure this out. Still, I'll give you a hint. There's a few keys around the mansion. Find them and you'll find a few places that will allow you to understand more about Flandre anyway. Keys, huh? Fine, I'll find them. Oh. Books in my world say that vampires are weak to light. Is that true for you and Flandre? Are you trying to hide something? Are you sure you're not trying to hurt us? If you hurt Flandre, I will never forgive you. No, I already told you that I have no interest in such things. I just wanted to know since I was thinking that if it's safe, we could allow Flandre to go out a little or maybe travel with me. Absolutely not. I can't allow such a thing. Sunlight can hurt us, but that's easy to overcome. However, Flandre she could get hurt by something else. I see. Well, that's disappointing. It's not like she can stay locked inside forever, right? I know, but for the time being, I can't afford letting her out of the mansion. I hope you understand that you're not to do such a reckless thing, right? I understand, Miss Adenidia. I won't do it as long as you tell me that it's not safe for her. Good. I'm glad to know that you're smart enough to avoid causing trouble in my mansion. You have my permission to meet Flandre as you please, but remember that great consequences will happen to you if anything happens to her. If that's all you expect of me, then you don't need to worry. Very well then. Now leave me be. I need to have some time alone. Thanks for taking the time to explain me everything, Miss Demedia. I shall take my leave right away. I wish you a good day. She said I can find more keys, but I have yet to find any key that would allow me access to the other places of the mansion. Let me see. The key work. I wonder what that voil is all about. Whoa, that's voil? I never seen a library this huge. I can't even see how deep it is. There's no way I can manage to find the information I need to know more about Remilia and her sister. Perhaps, just perhaps I could find someone in this huge library. There's also no point in checking the books that are in these bookshelves. I can't understand their titles. I'll simply have to see how deep I can get in this library. Ah, so this is where I use the library key. Let's find Patchy. See if she remembers me. Plant, dirt, and there's some enemies. A flying eyeball and a wandering Kadama. We hit pretty hard now. So far the game has been pretty balanced. Like I'm not overpowering the bosses by a lot. I mean, the bosses all still can pose a challenge. So yeah, the game balance has been pretty good so far. But if I keep exploring like this, I imagine Black Book. I imagine I will eventually grind enough so that I'm more powerful than bosses. Can be sold for money. Oh god, it goes even further. There's 2 maps. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of walking and a lot of encounters. There's a 3rd map. It goes even deeper, huh? Nope, it's empty. I wonder where Koakuma is. Oh god, could this be? There's a 4th map. This is no good. I still can't even see where it ends. Perhaps there's someone in this seemingly endless library that could help me in some way. Yeah, like Koakuma. Wherever she is. You know, you'll think that Marisa would know the way, considering she's been here multiple times. and she would be able to help us, but apparently not. Companions are only helpful when the story allows a string. No, it's here for sure. Red hair, huh? Red hair, Red hair, 50 yen, what the heck? Useless. I guess it's Koakuma's here. Oh, is that her? She has purple hair, pink hair. La la la. Excuse me, miss. Tra la la. She's been reading far more than normal lately. Phew. This is certainly a lot of hard work. Hello? I guess it can't be helped. Still, it's nice that no intruder has entered the library lately. Uh-oh. I forgot that I'm not officially invited in the mansion. I'm just allowed to explore it. Well, I'm done with this part. I guess I should take care of the rest, huh? Whoa. Who are you and what were you thinking? You surprised me. I didn't try to get your attention. Why does she have purple hair though? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Well, the lady of the mansion said I was allowed to explore the mansion, and I decided to take a look here. The library is so long and I wanted to know if any book in this library has more information on Miss Scarlet. Should probably also mention that Patchouli said we could come stop by, you know, for some tea and cake. It's weird that we have mentioned that to no one, that we know Patchouli. Well, I think we might have one or two. Oh, wonderful. Can I borrow one of them, please? I'd really appreciate it if I'd really appreciate it, miss, if you allowed me to do so. No. You can spell out miss like M-I-S-S. Sorry, but I have no permission to do that. You'll need to talk with the owner of the library, but she doesn't like to let people borrow them because of past problems. Well, that's fine. But can you tell me where I can find her? Wait a minute. Who are you? You didn't answer my earlier question. Oh, my apologies. My name is Kudai. What's yours? I'm Koakuma, but clearly I never met or heard of you before. What evidence do you have to prove me that you're allowed here? If you don't believe me, how about we go see Miss Amelia? I doubt she'll appreciate being disturbed though. It's true that she'd get annoyed if she indeed allows you to visit the mansion. Besides, if I lie, she'll figure it out and punish me harshly. Isn't that right? I admit that you're making a good point. After all, my mistress is a friend of Miss Scarlet. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I just wish to ask your mistress if I can borrow a book or two a little. I guess we technically don't know Patchouli is the owner of this library here, or that she's the mistress, Koakuma. But still, or Patchouli did mention the Scarlet Mansion, and you could have mentioned that to Mei-ling, or Amelia, or Sakia, whatever. Well, she's not weak, so I think it'll be harmless if I bring you to her. I'll simply ask you to keep an eye on your friends. I know some of them, but I still want no problem at all. Got it. Thanks a lot, Koakuma. I'll make it really quick so I don't bother her too much. Alright, thanks. I do hope she won't be too upset about this. Please follow me. But now I want to explore the whole library. Maybe there are some hidden goods. Here, that's where she is. I think I'll go back to work, but if you need me, I'll probably be in one of the first aisles near the entrances of the library. Thanks again, Koakuma. You're more reasonable than I certainly made. Miss Azayoi? You're probably right. Well, I'll get going right away. I don't want my mistress to notice my presence. If she asks you how you got there, just say you saw her from afar. She really brought me to her mistress. I wonder if she's naive or if her mistress is indeed powerful. Well, Well, you fought her yourself, so you should know. Hey, Pachi. Pacholi? That means she must be Kowakuma's mistress. She seems really focused on reading her book, and yet she's turned to me. Pacholi, are you busy? It's Kurai. Kurai, it's been a while since we last met. It would appear that you've been doing just fine too. Well, I guess you could say that although getting through mailing and Sakuya was tough, they were supposed to let you past. I told them I might receive a visitor. I did say I'd make it so you'd be welcome at the mansion, right? I actually forgot. How convenient. You can't be serious. You forgot such a thing? You're much too young to start losing your memory. Seriously. In such a fashion. Well, at least you made it all the way here. Still, it's rather impressive that you were able to get through those two. They're very strong after all. My researches on the mineral have actually been very worthwhile. Researches? Researches? I mean, research? The plural of research is just research. Thank you once again for your generosity. I'm glad that it's been of good use for you. I was wondering if I could borrow a book. Borrow a book? Well, you were kind enough to let me take that mineral. I believe I can make an exception for you. What book are you looking for? I wish to find a book that would allow me to know more about Miss Scarlet. Amelia? That means you met her already. Interesting. To think you truly fought off Sakuya. May I ask why you're interested in knowing about her? She's a friend of mine. Well, she thought I was here to harm her and she called me a monster. As a result, everyone attacked me, but I wished to find a reason for this, so I decided to meet her. Now I wish to know what happened to her to make her believe such things. Monster? It's quite an impressive thing to come from her mouth, but I remember Sakuya mentioning that a dangerous individual might visit the mansion. I had no idea it was you. Still, this is very interesting. Amelia never told me about such a thing. It must be related to her past. Very well, Kurai. I shall help you. First, take this key. Receive West Hall key. This key will allow you access to the West Hall. Most of the doors in the area are locked out, but I remember leaving a door open there. Find that door and it'll take you to the West Study. The book is inside. However, there's probably a few other doors that are unlocked. You will be able to recognize the study because of the many bookshelves. The title of the book is named Scarlet History. Scarlet History. Very well. Thank you, Pacholi. I appreciate your help. Come back to me once you find that book. I'll have an interesting offer for you by then. Alright then. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again, Pacholi. And we'll leave it on that for this episode of The Outsider Who Loved Gensokyo. On the next episode, we'll uncover the exciting mystery behind the Scarlet Sisters. Something like that.
Okay, Pacholi gave us the key to the West Hall. He worked to help finding the book won't be a difficult task. Alright. He said most of... Yeah, I was about to say. It's locked. Pacholi said most of the doors are locked. I should try the others. Yeah, most of the doors are locked. Not all of them. Do vampires even taste? Not sure about... I don't know the full, lore behind vampires. There are enemies. The evil spirit and the vampiric spirit. Could be too hard, probably. Zero. Shit, I guess you gotta use magical attacks on them. Wait. Just call some thunder and finish him up. Hope that finishes them off. Weird though. 'Cause I mean, these are spirits too, you know? These are little ghosts with their tongues out. Why is this one special? meant to attack a ghost. Whatever. But the other ghost. This guy is not dying. Struck him with 2 thunderbolts. Determination? Okay. Pretty tanky. Lots of books here, this might be the place. 1,000 tricks for fairies to annoy anyone, including fairies. It's filled with different journals belonging to many fairies. Fairy wrote this. Looks like they treat their rooms like their own house. The others are their neighbors. Apparently, hermits are even more of a delicacy for yokai than normal humans. Here. Numbers of days without Sakuya scolding a fairy. 0. Huh? Is that a magazine? It features a game about young ladies shooting projectiles at each other. Strangely familiar. Remelia journal? Ah, that must be Remelia's journal. Oh, wait. No, it's just a journal of a fairy named Amelia. The clock tower attached to the mansion causes problems on a random basis. Also, this is a receipt for an order for 100 vases that were brought in the human village. What's this dark red book? I can barely see its title. S.C. Scarlet? It seems to be a journal. This has to be the book Pacholi spoke of. We found Scarlet History. As expected, I can't read a single thing that has been written in there. I'll need Pacholi's help to translate this book. She also offered something if I brought the book back. Oh, that's right. Forgot about that. I should pay her a visit right away. After I read these books and check the rest of the hall. A story about a fairy that was doing fairly well in fairy school. A manga about girls fighting in space with the emotional support of some silly guy. Sounds familiar. It's a book about vampires in Gensokyo, but on a page someone wrote Dracula was here. Yeah, right. This book is about a mighty fairy that is powerful even among normal yokai. This is a report written by Sakuya about a weird mallet. Alright. Hello, Pachi. We meet again. Hello, Pacholi. She's completely focused on the book she's reading as usual. Excuse me, Pacholi. Found the book you mentioned earlier. The one called Scarlet History? Kurai. How long has it been since you've been there? I didn't notice you until now. Don't worry, I showed up a short moment ago. I see. The part I was reading was very interesting, so I was very absorbed in what I was reading. On a more important note, you say you found the book? Good. I knew you'd be able to find it. Please, send it to me. I'll take a look to see if there's any information that might be of use to us. Here you go. It was in the room you described earlier. Handed the book to Pacholi. Thank you. Now, let's see what this is all about. Interesting. Yes, I see. This is rather problematic, Kurai. A lot of the information is very detailed and it goes into a lot of what happened to Remelia when she was much younger. I'm sorry, but I can't share this information. I want you to understand that it's not because it's you. I wouldn't even share this information with people like Mei-Ling, Sakuya, or even Flandre unless her sister allowed it. I see. Yeah. Still wish to know more, but now I can't really do anything about it. It's not entirely right. First of all, I'll hand the book back to you. Pacholi gave the book back. If you truly wish to know more about Remelia and her sister, then you should pay her a visit and show her the book. Knowing her, she'll be at least a little bit surprised about the fact that you were through. Knowing her, she'll be at least a little surprised about the fact that you went through the effort of finding this book. I don't know what's your goal behind all of this, but this is your best bet for the time being. I see. Well, if that's what you think is my best option, I guess I'll go with that. Good. You're an interesting fellow, Kurai. I have a feeling that you're not doing this for a selfish purpose. Your interaction with Remelia is already proving to be interesting. How so? Reimu caught Remedia's interest because of her strange behavior, but Reimu just treats her like anybody else. She knows which is not that friendly. Donations is one of the few ways that seems to make her happy. However, you seem quite the gentleman with Remelia, and you've been rather amiable with Yokai. Not really. I got -2 relationship points. This is where my offer comes in. I would like to travel with you so I can learn and study more about you. Outsiders such as you are beyond the rare, and I'd be interested in seeing what you'll do. The way you say it makes me feel like I'm some sort of lab rat. My apologies for this outburst. Disbelief in your voice made this surprisingly amusing. On a more serious note, perhaps you're right. Still, I'd be granting you my assistance on your request. Therefore, I believe that my offer could be mutually beneficial for the two of us. Take a moment to decide whether you're willing to accept such a condition. Perhaps there is a chance that you'd rather travel on your own, and I could easily understand that. Yeah, see, I guess there is some sort of special route that happens if you travel on your own. That's why everyone, like before they join your party, you have to confirm. But this isn't a solo playthrough. So? Oh, could I? How have you been? Should I make preparations to explore Ginsuko with you? Yes? Well, your proposition is indeed very interesting. Yes, Pacholi, I'd like to have your assistance, please. Wonderful. In this case, I shall put this book aside and continue later. While I think your chances of succeeding on your own are good, I believe my help will increase it significantly, then that your duty will take less time to complete. Great. Working with you is going to be fun. Fun? Perhaps it'll be indeed an entertaining trip. You're eccentric enough to make that a possibility. Looks like she's very serious about things. How well? She'll still be helpful and she's generally nice. Pacholi joined your party. Level is she though? I'm level 24. Everyone else is like level 22, 23. I kinda want to add her in, but at the same time, I don't want to grind her out. If she's a reasonable level, I'll probably switch her in for Marisa. For now, let's head to Remelia. Hi, knock. Come in. You remembered. Hello, Miss Scarlet. Can I take a short moment of your busy schedule? You again? Well, I suppose I can spare a few minutes, but I hope it's not a waste of my time. Do you know this book? This book? Where did you find it? How did you find it? I found it in the study located in the West Hall. Pacholi gave me the key to go in there. She did? Why? Well, he did challenge me to explore the mansion, and I did find the key to visit the library. I went to ask her about any information about you, and she directed me to this book. If you're concerned about me knowing what's inside, do not worry. Pacholi did not disclose its content to me, saying it was far too private to share with anyone unless they have your permission. Good. This is a relief to hear that she had the kindness of not revealing such things to anyone. As for you, give me that book. Fine, it's not mine, so it's only fair I give it back to you. Give the book to Remelia. Thank you. You also have my gratitude for finding and getting this book back to me. I don't want something like this to fall in the wrong hands. Still, I was serious when I said I wanted to learn more about you and Philander. How will I do that now? You're serious, huh? Alright, I got to admit that I'm quite curious now. Tell me, why do you wish to learn more about me and my sister? The distrust you have for me. I want to help. I want to help you. I feel like there's something I can do, but I need to know more. Help? That's it? What do you think I am? I'm happy with my life. Takeya helps me around the mansion, but she doesn't try to pry in my private life or my past. If that's the best you can do, then perhaps I misjudged you. But I don't wish to speak with you any further for the time being. Come back when you become less stupid. Guess she's right. I'm not being too bright about this. I should give her some time to cool down. Lost one relationship. What? Guess I should have picked the other option. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. Leave my room immediately. Oh, that could have gone better. Now I'm at -3 with Remilia. I guess I shouldn't have insulted her. Oh well. Where's that lid though? I'm gonna have to comb through the mansion again. I really want to find that lid. You found the lid. Oh. I guess I missed this room. I'm in the West Hall. Is that the lid? Huh. Yeah, I guess I just missed this room. Apparently this is a journal that belongs to a fairy. Looks like she has a crush on a human. How unexpected. But I should really stop reading. Hey, Sakuya. Got it. Hey, Sakuya. I believe I found your items you requested. Oh, please show them to me. You gave the pocket watch and lid to Sakuya. I see. You did manage to find them. Thanks. That is quite a relief. Thought I really lost them. I'm glad I could help. Found them laying around a few places in the mansion. Can't really tell her that I found her pocket watch while I was looking for things to take from her room. Ah, right. I remember I said I'd find a way to reward you. Yeah, although I didn't go through the trouble of finding these items for them. Well, that's nice of you. Still, I'll forgive you for going into my room without my permission. Just this once, but don't expect me to let it go if you do this again. You knew it all along. Sorry about that. I'll never do it again. To tell me the truth, what kind of person enters the room of a young lady to take her belongings? I would advise you keep your kleptomania in check. Well, you did ask me to find the watch and the lid that came with it. It's not my fault if you put your watch along your undergarments by accident. Wait, what? Well, I sensed something hard when I searched inside the closet and I'm not helping myself, right? Oh, I don't know. Perhaps you have any more crimes you'd like to confess before I send you to hell? Oh, wait, I brought the watch back to you, didn't I? You did say you'd forgive me too. Oh, I don't know. I tend to have a rather hazy memory at times. How can you say such a thing? Are you not able to honor your own words? Chief maid of the mansion, lying to people. How will her mistress be able to trust her from now on? This is such a sad and tragic day for the residents of the Scarlet Mansion. Hey, I was just kidding around. There's no way I'd go back on my words. Jeez, fine. You win this time, I guess. However, I can't guarantee your safety if it's a repeat of what you did. But, I'm also willing to believe you this time as well. You did keep your word when you met my mistress. Thanks, Sakuya. I'm glad you're willing to have some trust toward me. I'll keep proving that I am worthy of it. I'm only willing to trust you because you've been helpful around the mansion and helped my mistress. I see. Well, I did storm inside the mansion earlier, so I guess that's the least I can do. I see. I can appreciate the fact that you can accept the responsibility for your actions. Well, I need to get back to work. Thanks again for the watch, but stay out of trouble, okay? Yep, I'll remember that from now on. I don't want to know what she would have done if I didn't calm her down. See you later, Fluffy. Yes, goodbye for now, could I? In one relationship quite like something. Scarlet seems to be rather upset against you. What did you do to manage to irritate her like that? I said I wanted to help her, but that I needed to know more to do so. That's indeed a very foolish thing to say, but it's nowhere near as bad as I thought. I really misunderstood my mistress. She's happy the way things are for the most part. Indeed. I wish I could calm her down. I didn't mean to do such a thing. Well, how about the deal? If you help me with a task, I'll help you with the situation. I'm listening. There's an area north of the Garden of Sun filled with poisonous flowers. Bring back a flower to me, and I'll help you calm down the mistress. Is this a fair deal? I must go past Yuka to get that flower? Well, fine. I guess I can accept that offer. Good. I'll be waiting for you. Before that, I'm gonna be visiting Kane. I also wonder what happens if I go through Sakuya's things again. You know, I wonder what would have happened if I got positive relationship score with Emilia. Would I still have gotten that quest from Sakuya? Not sure. Not sure how broad the branching in this game is. Still don't remember your name. Oh. Hijiri is finally back. I humbly invite you to visit the temple northeast from here. We happily accept visitors, whether they're human or yokai. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing next. Kane. See, class is not in session. Hello, Kane. How are you? Hello, Kurai. I haven't seen you for quite a while. How have you been? I've been exploring Gensokyo just like I hoped I could, and recently I visited the Scarlet Mansion. Oh, really? I'm pleased to see that you've returned safely. It is a dangerous place for humans, let alone anyone. They thought I was there to hurt Miss Emilia, so I decided to figure out the reason for this. Sakuya proved to be an enormous obstacle, but I still managed to defeat her and fix this one misunderstanding. How strange. Were you able to get the answer you sought? Partially. She said that she thought I was related to the previous emissaries and that she wanted to have her revenge or something. There's definitely something that she's hiding from you. If you can, it would be good to find more of the truth. Indeed, but she wants me to take care of her sister before she tells me more. Flandre? Take good care of Flandre, Kurai. I think you have what it takes to help her. You really think so? Yes, I am absolutely confident in your abilities. You're a good person, Kurai, and you must remember that. Where are the kids? Are they done for the day? No. They went through a long period of completing tests and they all performed wonderfully. Summer, so they deserved a vacation. Still, this means that I'll be bored for a while. I guess I'll spend some time at my main residence away from the village. Basically what you're saying is that this is an opportunity to invite Kane. Oh, I see. It's unfortunate, but I'm sure they'll be eager to see you again. You're right. Now that I think of it, do you need any guidance? I would strongly appreciate it, Kane. There's so many places to go to. You're right. I think you're ready to visit a few more places. I believe that you'd be alright if you visited the bamboo forest. That's a quotation mark. You've grown much stronger after all. If you take the north path next to the school and follow the road, you will be able to reach the Yokai Mountain. Ooh, Yokai Mountain, huh? North path. I believe that you can explore the lower part of it for the time being. I know it's not much, but if you can reach Ainte, I believe you'd be ready to do as you please. Still, as appealing as being able to travel may sound to you, I think Yokai Mountain might be a little safer. Interesting. I guess Ainte is a good goal then. Thank you so much, Kane. You know, never mind. It's a pleasure to help you, Kurai. Take care and be careful. In one relationship point with Kane. I can also visit the temple, and I also want to find Shudono. Meet Letty again. She said something about waterfall next to the mountain or I don't know. How do I reach that place? Oh, hello, Kurai. You look rather down, Kane. Is it boredom? Exactly. I get to spend time with Moko and take care of a few other things, but I feel like something is wrong. Like I should be doing something else. Perhaps asking her to join me on my request might cheer her up. I should consider asking her. Invite Kane to join your party? Yes, I mean they've been hinting at it for a while now. Hello, Kane. I was hoping to help you with your boredom, and well, why don't we travel together? Maybe that'll help you feel better. That's a wonderful idea.
The children should be on vacation long enough to allow me to help you. Yes, I'll gladly join you on your quest. There's still a lot to do before you're finished. That's great. I'm glad that we can travel together. Your wisdom will be very helpful. Well then, shall we go? Your task will require us to put all our efforts together, and I know we will succeed. Can you join your party? Nice, nice, nice. So, I got Kane and I got Patchouli. I thought Kane's supposed to protect the village though. If yokai were to find out the village is unprotected, that would be kinda bad, right? So I guess north of here, I can head to the mountain, huh? Or I can try going to the bamboo forest. For now, let me check Kane and Patchouli's stats. I didn't do that yet. Patchouli and Kane are level 20 and 17 respectively. Let's compare her to Marisa, our other magic dealer. 3 levels ahead, but she's 8 points ahead of Patchouli in terms of magic or intelligence. Patchy has like shit tier agility though, which makes sense. I guess it's not shit tier, that's an exaggeration. Kane is about the same. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick with Marisa. What skills does she have? Agility of all enemies? Intelligence of all enemies? That's pretty good. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna add Patry. What does she do? Consume history. Deals no damage to all enemies. I think we'll keep Chen and Reimu in. So the only person we're switching out is Marisa. So we're gonna head into the Yokai Mountain and then head into the bamboo forest if possible. And there's a few places we can go to, huh? I guess we're visiting the temple first since it's right in front of us. I don't know if I like being here. There's so many yokai in the temple. Farmers seem to be rather fond of me. They'll gladly give me food offerings. Why? Well, I can cause rain to fall. Ironically, I can't stand water. It's absolutely stunning how a yokai can look as old as I am, but have far more knowledge and experience than me. Miss Hijiri showed me that perhaps, just perhaps, that there's merits in having yokai and humans getting along. The locked door is blocking the way. Where's Murasa? Locked door. I like coming to the temple. Yokai are really pleasant folks when they're friendly. I feel reluctant to visit this place, but my daughter persuaded me to come. This Spirit is an interesting fellow. You must be the outsider who is exploring Gensokyo. If you head north, you should visit the shrine. Oh shit, that's right. The Moriya Shrine is on top of the Yokai Mountain. We can finally meet Sanae, talk to Suwako. I wonder why Miss Hijiri was gone for so long. She looked incredibly sad when she came back. Oh, you're that outsider I've seen a few times. Oh, welcome, welcome. It's a pleasure to see another human. I decided to visit the temple. As you can see, both humans and yokai meet here. Meet here. However, be careful when you're out of the temple. Some yokai tries is for singular, tries for plural. Some yokai try to surprise humans. That goes to the temple. It should be go, not goes. Goes is for singular nouns, and go is for plural. If someone tries to ruin your pleasant stay at the temple, come to me. Unzan and I take care of the situation. Okay, let's talk to Hijiri. Namu-san, I've never seen you in the past. Am I right to assume that you are a new visitor? Ah, well, yes. Sorry if I look a little flustered, but I know nothing of this temple. I've heard a few villagers that mentioned it, and I decided to visit the temple. That's pleased to see that you decided to pay us a visit even though you've never heard of us. Oh my, you're an outsider. Was your journey to the human village a safe one? I was lured into Gensokyo by Yukari and then Mistia, a night sparrow, tried to eat me. Oko saved me, right before it was too late for me. Oh my. It is a relief to know that you were saved by Miss Fujiwara. If I may ask another question, are you enjoying your stay in Gensokyo? Are you happy in this village? This village is nice and all, but I couldn't stand living in it when I knew that there was a whole new world for me to explore. I went to the Emu Shrine and then visited the Yakumo household. I've been exploring Gensokyo ever since then. Exploring Gensokyo? Excuse me, but don't you realize the risk you're taking? How irresponsible. You should mention that you're the emissary. What's going on? What's her name? God, I'm gonna feel really dumb when they finally reveal her name. I think there was see, I don't want to say what I think it's close to, because I might be wrong. Didn't it start with an I? Ichiden, there. Yeah, it did start with an I. Excuse me for this outburst, Ichiden. Please let the visitor know that it's nothing to worry about. Very well. Please let me know if you require my assistance. Ichiden. Oh, by the way, may I ask your name, please? Of course, my name is Kurai. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Ichiden. Do not take this badly, but I must agree with Hijiri. What you're doing is incredibly reckless. If you were someone like the Shrine Maiden, I'd understand, but you're simply a human from the outside world. Which means you have no means to defend yourself against a more malevolent yokai. Hijiri and I do not mean to be obnoxious, but it is no good to be so careless. It's alright, I can understand. I've been told that before I started to explore Gensokyo. Still, it is true that I am a simple human, but I am more prepared than most of them because I have been chosen as the emissary of the outside world. The emissary? You? You should have told us that from the start. Now I feel very rude for lecturing you. I am deeply sorry. Please do not apologize, Miss Ichiden. It is good to see that the people here are concerned for others. I apologize for not being clear about any of this. This must be explained why I was not able to find you. I was trying to find you. Ichiden, please resume your duties. I need to talk with him. I understand. It must be rather important. I'll be here as always if you need my assistance. Please tell me, Miss Byakuren, why were you looking for me? I will not bother you with asking for a proof. I will not bother you with asking for a proof of you being the emissary, seeing how I see that you have the Holy Grail and the gem that emissaries are said to carry. How can she see the Holy Grail? Are we just holding it in our hand? In fact, how are we holding any of this? Shouldn't we have a backpack? I need to know, what do you think about yokai? They're the reason why I decided to stay in Gensokyo in the first place. Is that so? Yes, but I have a feeling that my opinion on yokai seems important to you. Have you heard of the two previous emissaries? Somewhat. I've heard that they both caused an incident and had to be stopped. I don't know what they did, but because of them I keep getting into troubles, and it's so annoying. That foolish woman. Yukari didn't even explain what happened. While I was not present when it happened, I was told the emissary before you went on a rampage. Being protected from the powers of Gensokyo, he exterminated all yokai he met, and their strength against him was futile because of the treasures he accumulated. Still, they were more prepared that time than the previous incident, and the same yokai who defeated the previous one defeated him swiftly. It is at this point that the rules for emissaries were changed to protect the population of Gensokyo. What about the other? It's hard to tell. Many of the yokai that faced her were exterminated and sealed, and she murdered any humans that tried to help the yokai, which means that we have limited knowledge of what happened. However, apparently, it was so bad that weaker yokai had to stay with humans since they were helpless. There's even a few claims that some yokai race were completely extincted. Extincted? Is that a word? Emissaries were this powerful? That's genuinely terrifying. Indeed, it is strange that they'd be granted so much power and yet the previous emissaries were peaceful. Still, a yokai fought the emissaries and was defeated, but she only fled to come back over and over. Eventually, it became just a series of duels between them, but eventually, the emissary was used eventually twice there, defeated by her, and I assume an enormous gap in relations between humans and yokai was caused by this. I'm glad to be back thanks to my beloved friends. I wish for yokai and humans to avoid hurting each other for petty and pointless reasons. Yet, somehow, things are much better than the times before I was sealed. I'm not here to exterminate anyone, Byakuren. I'm here to explore Gensokyo, to do the real duty of an emissary. I see. It is truly a fortunate thing that we've been blessed with an emissary who wishes to know Gensokyo better and help its people. Byakuren. I need to know, why did these emissaries go in such a terrifying rampages? I wish I knew, Kurai. I wish I knew. I don't think anyone knows. However, what do you mean when you said that yokai are the reason why you decided to stay? I've never heard of yokai in the outside world. There's no magic or anything supernatural out there. Or at least none that I know of, or at least none that any could affirm. Besides, excluding a few yokai, so far they're pleasant people and I like their company. So, I think I feel the same than you. Feel the same than you? Okay. I want humans and yokai to get along as much as possible. I understand that Gensokyo works in a strange way, but I don't think that yokai should terrorize humans and harm them for their own amusement. But I don't want humans to harm yokai just because they're yokai. Well, I mean, sometimes you just can't help it, you know. See, you are more like the ancient emissaries. You wish to devote yourself to the task as much as you can, but you're still different than them. To explore Gensokyo, humans never attempted this before, or at least none of them survived such an exploit. You should go talk to Miss Akio and try to see if she can tell you more about the other emissaries. She is a fountain of knowledge about the history of Gensokyo. If you can excuse me, I need to do a few things. I'll be back later, so please feel free to visit the temple. You're leaving again, Hichiri? Yes, but it'll only be for a few hours. Please keep the temple open during my short absence. Very well. I'll take good care of our guests. Thank you for visiting the temple. I am pleased to know that you'll work hard to fulfill your goal. See you soon. See you again, Miss Byakuren, and thanks for your time. Off she goes. Okay then. Talk to Miss Akio, huh? Akio is with me. So how would I talk to her? Do I have to go back to her place? Oh, yeah, she's there. Good eye. It's rare to see you in the village. What are you up to? Yeah, that's right. I forgot that in the beginning they said, or Yukari said, when we switch out party members, they travel through gaps. So, I guess it would make sense that she's here. It wouldn't make sense if she was in my party though. Hello, Akio. To be honest, I met Miss Byakuren a short while ago. We had a talk about the previous emissaries and she said that you might know a few things about the two previous emissaries. Could you please tell me everything you know about them? I told you, huh? I guess it was to be expected from someone like her. It's hard to tell. Nobody really knows what truly happened to them to do such a horrible, cruel act against yokai. The best you'll get from the other people you ask is their own opinion. My opinion is that there must be something that made them consider all yokai as a threat, and that they had to be removed even if it was at the cost of Gensokyo's existence. Then again, some think that the first emissary that did this was possibly not even a human. I don't think that was the case. I have no doubt that she was a human. Those who decided to make the tradition of emissaries coming after a certain period of time were somehow too concerned about the safety of the emissaries, and this came at a price. This is why it's different for you now. Do you think I could become a danger if for some reason I became like them? I don't know. You're a different kind of emissary, but honestly, I wouldn't want to know the results of such a thing. I do wonder why you want to know such things about them though. Anyway, if you're worried about such a thing, the solution is very simple. Think before you act. As for the previous emissaries, you hear anything about them, don't immediately assume it's entirely the truth. This is especially true when it comes to yokai because it's easier to blame humans than to blame themselves for causing these series of events that brought harm upon them. Simple, but yet wise words. Thank you, Misakyu. I appreciate your help and hearing your opinions. It is a pleasure as always. If you ever require more assistance, please let me know. Didn't really answer any questions. Back on the topic of team members. If they're not in my party, do I still get special dialogue? Like how Melissa had special dialogue towards Alice. If Melissa wasn't in my party, would she still have said anything? Like in my active party, that is.
Hello, Kudai from the future here again. Sorry to say that this is going to be another abrupt cut. This part also went longer than I expected. I really underestimate the amount of time that dialogue eats up. Because normally when I'm just walking around the map, I cut most of that out. But with dialogue, it's just pretty much pure uptime. So, for the sake of the playthrough and the video, so I'm going to have to cut the trip to the lower yokai mountain out. I didn't realize we could only explore the lower region, so all you'll be missing is me going to the lower region of the yokai mountain. We didn't get any further than that, the game stops you. But I will be including it once we can explore the yokai mountain fully, which is after Ainte. So you guys won't be missing out on that footage, and if anything, it makes it more seamless. So you go into the yokai mountain in one big trip, instead of like broken up in parts. Anyway, so that is the end of this episode. Again, we are skipping the yokai mountain arc for now, and we are heading to the bamboo forest, heading to Ainte. Hopefully this is the last time I'll have to do this. I'll try my best to keep in mind the time constraints. I'm trying to keep it down to an hour per episode, if possible, but I do want to end it where it feels right. I don't want to end it where it makes no sense to end, you know? Like I said, I wanted to make the playthrough like separated in arcs. Like the Magic Forest arc, Bamboo Forest arc, Scarlet Devil Mansion arc. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, going forward, I will try my best to keep that in mind. Well, thank you all for joining me on this adventure in Gensokyo, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.